Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to the factory of Satisfactory. Man, I tell you what, I wish more people were watching this because this is really fun to play. And there's actually, it's like I'm getting into the higher level stuff now, which is going to get super complicated. But so, since the last episode, yesterday IRL, in real life, it was super hot outside. So I worked for about 4 hours, then I came in and played. Today, did the same thing. Worked for about 4 hours, and then the skies opened up. Major monsoon going on right now. Thunder, lightning, some hail, all kinds of crazy stuff out there. So I'm back in here playing. Let me just tell you that we are at a point where I finally unlocked the refinery, or the gas. Oh, this guy, fuel generator. I had to go by hand to get some more of that Caterium stuff and smelt it and do all that stuff to unlock the ability to make the wire. And I got it. And then I researched a little bit more, and I ended up getting the Mark II power pole as well. And they're actually, the first one I put down is right here. So you can see, instead of 4, you can put 7 on there. So that's pretty cool. But I've expanded my platform here, and I'm going to put the thing there. So my Caterium, you see the green cloud over there? It's just above it. It's literally right there. And I'm going to bring that around the back to make wire. But from what I read, it looks like that the Caterium takes like a lot of power to mine or something. I don't know. We'll see. I want to get the generator up first. And here's why. I know I always trying to explain, but did I say I've played 8 hours because of those 2 days that I couldn't really do anything outside. I've played 8 hours or more. Maybe I'm at 9 hours now since the last episode. You're like, well, what did you do? Well, I'll show you. We're gonna build this thingy. So I've extended what I'm calling the offshore platform here. You can see, and I'm willing to extend it all the way across to the other side. I think it'll actually look pretty cool because it seems like I'm gonna need a lot more room. But you can see it's looking pretty good. Right now we got a refinery and a buffer. Refinery and a buffer. In behind I was packaging some of the fuel, but I was mostly making plastic in there and rubber in there. But now I'm going to have to figure out how to, what it takes to power this refinery. I think I might have to switch one of these or add another one and make it do the either biofuel or something. Anyway, let me show you just quickly what I worked on for 9 hours. You remember I said everything's unorganized, and anyway, here's the first thing I did. You guys remember what this looked like? I had like a wall here, a ramp going up, and some storage in here. Well, I went ahead and unlocked those signs. So this is my first level of stuff. Modular frames, reinforced iron plates, rotors, screws, rods, and plates, right? And this one here was added. This is making the frames. I moved a little bit of stuff around right here just to make way to make another thing for screws. This is a screw one here. It's weird because now that I reconfigured, almost all of these are making rods. There's only like 2 of them making plate. Well, there's one making plates there, and the other one is back there going into the industrial plates. But you can see everything is Mark III conveyors. You can tell by the lighting on the side from a distance. It's a huge change. So nothing was changed back here, right? Except I walled in the back and I put in the walls where they come through. So these guys, conveyor walls. So that's all back in here. Everything got reconfigured to come in through a conveyor wall, right? All this stuff. This is a Mark III belt. Look at that sucker moving. And I actually changed some of the stuff. Well, I split some more ores. I did some different things. Anyway, so first level, you can see all this stuff over here was here. All I did was, these were not in use. So I got a merger here to merge these 2 pipes. So we got plates, pipes, screws, all the other stuff going in here. Now, a couple of these that these two have got 3 sets, right? 3 sets of storage. These didn't need 3 sets because I can barely keep up with them. So I skipped one to there. All right. And then I rerouted some coal, one of the coal. No, actually, I split this coal and I routed in here. And this is why. You're like, well, why'd you do that? This is why. Look how cool these are. So those are all the lifts, right? And I unlocked those, the hole in the floor. And the cool thing about this is I got the conveyor lift floor hole. Just before I started recording, I unlocked the pipeline floor hole. This makes a big difference too. And one, it looks really good, right? Look how cool that looks. All right, so that's the bottom floor. Pretty much, I'm making all the same things I was before. The only things I've added, oh, by the way, you can't run against a Mark III belt. I'm trying to run right now. The only thing I've added that wasn't being made here was one thing dedicated to screws, right? Because there's 2 of them back there making screws for other things. So I have 3 things making screws down here, but one of them is actually going into a dedicated storage. And then the other thing I added was this, making the modular racks, modular frames. So this, in my opinion, this being on level 1, it's like level 1 stuff. Plates, rods, screws, rotors, reinforced plates, and modular frame. Pretty much level 1 stuff, right? Level 2 got a little out of hand. Okay, up here. I went a little crazy. So this is all existing. Look at this. This got a little out of hand. So all the stuff that's down below comes up, right? So now I got them all up here. And obviously my thinking is I need to be able to craft higher level stuff. So now I have accessed frames, this, all the stuff you saw down below. There's that coal coming up, and it's just going into here. Before, this came straight, it came straight through here. This coal was coming right through here, and I needed all these. So I rerouted it downstairs. I don't like the look of this, but right now this has to be, these 2 foundries have to be working. So what did I add up here? Concrete, because the copper and the concrete were upstairs already, 2nd floor. They come in over there at the back. So concrete, wire, copper sheet. Then the stuff I was making, all this area here is the steel beams and the steel pipes. And then encased industrial beams uses the beams, and the stators uses the steel pipe, right? So right here, I'm making the encased stuff. You can see it's looping back around. The only thing I don't have routed over here is the stators, and I'll show you why. So here's the encased stuff, right? The pipes. And these are really important. This is what I use for my stage 3 belts inside the factory. Stage 4, Mark IV, it uses the encased stuff. All right. So what I did was I added 2 more foundries to the back here. I stole a coal line, this coal line here from right back over there, and I moved it to Mark, actually it's only Mark II there. Interesting. Anyway, it's keeping up. And then I also split the copper over there and increased that copper right there. I split it. So you can see right there, here's a copper splitter. And there is the coal splitter. So these are Mark III belts, right? Motor boating. And it's keeping up fine. And then that coal I split, all just for these 2 foundries back here. Because I needed to make beams and pipes by themselves. All right. This little thing I just added on here. This is a for the Caterium ore, so smelter into a constructor. That's just so when I get it piped here, it can immediately go to work. I know it's confusing, but so the stuff that was here before originally was the 2 foundries, right? And they were coming out, and we were making steel beams and steel pipes, right? Well, I've grabbed those to make and come out of there and grab one of the concretes, and this guy here then making the encased beams, right? And then here, the steel pipes are going into here, right? And then coming out the other side, going into here, we're making stators. And check out what I did here. This is the, obviously it's the wire. So I came around the top, and I'm actually, this is the feed in. And here's my stators here. I didn't loop these around yet, but I got all kinds of stuff going on here. What is that there for? Oh, look at the same thing with the concrete. Concrete comes up, over, around the top, and into the storage over there. So this is concrete. This is concrete. This is copper getting split. So this one here is making the wire, and this one's making the sheet. And that's what I got. That's what I did. I basically, all that took took like 7 hours to do that. Now up top, I haven't done anything. I did build one of these just to see how big it was, to put it down. So this guy here, obviously we got 4 inputs, and you see this stuff, the space elevator stuff. I need this to make these, because this guy requires 4 different elements. Look at those things. Automated wiring, circuit boards, heavy modular frames. That's why I was making the other frames, and computers. So the computers take 10 boards, 10 circuit boards for one computer. So if you need 10, I mean, I'm going to have to actually automate circuit boards for sure, because they are just a ton of them. Gas filter, high-speed electronics. I just unlocked this through the Caterium thingy. Anyway, I'm not even up here yet. I know you thought you'd come back and I'd be like fully up there. I had to get organized because I still think there's a lot to go. Obviously, there's another phase of the space elevator, which is going to unlock a bunch of stuff. But this is a step in the right direction for me. If you guys know me, you know how crazy I am about organization. It drives me nuts. This stuff here, it's kind of disorganized, but it's kind of not. It's all kind of packed in over there doing its job. I don't know if I'll move it or not. The only problem, I can see is getting out of here or here. But you can see I've already adopted the art of using the elevators. I really like those. I really like the lifts, because it looks so good on the back of them. Did I show you guys the back of that second row? Only about half of them have the lifts. Because alright, anyway. I've been waiting to build this thing for a while. I just actually got the ability, though, because I was able to unlock this stuff. Quick wire. So Caterium, gold down into quick wire. Now, let's see. This guy here. I don't even know how big it is. Okay, so it's got one inlet. Should have no outlets. All right. Maybe I'll just put it right like that. Let's see how big it is. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. It's big. It is big. All right. Insert fuel. So, here's what I got. This little guy here was a temporary setup so I could make these guys. Right? And then this packages the oil. And same over here. So I was running some fuel out of this one, but because I'm making rubber and plastic, I don't have that much fuel. And I think I'm going to try one of these guys. Let's try one of these guys first. But I think this is going to be the ticket here. A liquid biofuel. No, it's not. Residual fuel. Fuel can be used to generate... Look, there's some crazy options here, all right? It's like you can make plastic, but you're going to get this heavy residual as a byproduct, right? But you can use that for other things. You can use this, but it's a different recipe. You can see the recipe down there. It's the what do you call it? This stuff here, the resin. So it's resin and water. So totally different things piped into a refinery. You could so right now we're making this and this, plastic and rubber with the byproduct of the heavy fuel. This is both of these. I guess if you want to make, I guess if I made this, right? If I made this, it's going to give me fuel, and it's going to byproduct this. Then I could make this plastic. See, because I'll have the resin to go in there, then I'll pump water in. So if I do this to power the thingy over there, and I need a bunch of plastic no matter what, I can make plastic this way. And then I can keep making the rubber this way, which will give me the byproduct of that, which I can also make fuel if I need to. But look at this liquid biofuel. It's like water and rubber. I think that's rubber. Oh, yeah, you don't want to do that. Solid biofuel? That's from chopping down trees and stuff. Anyway, it looks like this might be our ticket here. Actually, you know what? Right now, both of these are putting out the purple, right? You look at this, full. If I pipe this into this, that would push in for this recipe here and make residual fuel. Interesting. All that ridiculous talking right there was because I don't know what I'm doing. That's the real thing. All right, let's try this stuff. Nope. I think it needs fuel. All right. If I put last time, I'm telling you guys, I have nightmares here. Last time I used buffers. Now, I didn't use where are the buffers at? Organization. So I used this fluid buffer here, and I put it on my water, and it messed everything up. Like even when, like if I shut down the draw of the coal and I filled this thing up and it was full, it was somehow, some way it was messing it up. These, on the other hand, these big balls, these big balls, they're working. It's pumping into the air and I can put, wow, dude, I just saw lightning through a closed drapes. So maybe I could put another buffer here as an inlet to this. I got to get some fuel going. Should I make another refinery? This buffer. See, this one's full, which is a good start, for the refinery. This one's not. So we'd want to pull out of here and go into, man, I almost need another refinery, don't I? Well, I should have enough rubber for right now. That's enough rubber for right now. Let's we're gonna put this thing in standby. Wow, that thing is loud. All right, so this is the feed. This is the feed in. And for that recipe, if I want residual fuel, it's saying we feed in the heavy stuff. All right, so then what I need to do is I need to get rid of this stuff right now. I know you're probably like, what are you doing? Oh, I'm going to get rid of this stuff. Full pipe network, flush. I want this empty. I wasn't able to push in different stuff until you totally had all this empty. I even had to put some of the things in here to pull it out. Is that what? Did you see that? That was water. There's water in my oil. All right. I'm just going to try something real quick. Check this out. That's one of those things that go through the floor. Super cool. Super cool. I think I can cross over and hit that. So just temporarily, I'm going to try something, make sure it works. And then if I need to, we're going to come out of there to that thing. To that thing. Okay. Just to there. 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 And see, I still have my thing in the ground if I want to push oil in there. Now, obviously, this says this doesn't need a pump. I imagine there's some pressure. All right. Now, what we need to do is get rid of this. These things here were just temporary. These are just packagers. I was just making stuff to see. Should be pretty empty. Now I want to make this. So heavy in, fuel out. The other thing I forgot to tell you guys, I am on the extreme borderline of power right now. This is why I've been having to make this. I literally had to shut off my these refiners while I was doing other stuff over there. And then I came back and I unclocked these. I had these double clocked. Now they're only down to that because I'm on the ragged edge of power. That's why I need to get this thing going. All right. So what we're going to try and do now is get this line here. It's starting to make fuel. We're going to get that going. I might just bring it out here. This stuff here, I'll temporarily put all this stuff down. Can't really get through there. This thing here, I can take these and get rid of this. Get rid of this. Oh, what was that? Did you... Hey! What the... I heard the gurgling noise. All right, there's that. Now, I do have the things that drop down the sides, but I find the problem with that is getting it back up here is an issue. I could go over that. Should be enough, right? You should see I had to thread the needle in the... I know you don't have to do it this way. I just like doing it this way. I had to thread the needle and back like when I changed the coal and stuff around. Is it clipping that machine? Yeah, a little bit. This is a test of the emergency broadcast system. Oh, I unlocked the jetpack too, by the way. So, this is a fuel generator, right? So it needs 150 megawatts to start up before it I'm gonna have to, this is one of the problems. Okay, I'm not getting any draw here. It does go up a little bit. There's barely any in there. See, the problem is when I go to kick that thing on, I'm going to blow a fuse. Maybe I need a pump. It's not doing so good. I should have been making this before. But I didn't know what this thing required. I didn't know what you had to put in here. So this needs power to start. It's flowing a little bit. You can see it's filling up a little bit. I'm gonna let it fill up a little bit because if it's anything like the coal ones, see it's saying, I guess each one of those tubes is 1 cubic meter and it uses 12 per minute. And if you look at how fast it's coming in right now, it's not, well, 50's the max. All right, well, I think I'm gonna blow the fuse when I connect this. So the weird thing about this is, right, so you have to connect power to it, but then it creates power. It's almost like a solar system. You know, if you're not using the power in your oh, that's cool looking. In your solar system. Is this what it uses or what it provides? I always get confused by that. You can see where we jumped up from. This gray line is where we were before, our capacity. Up to here. And our consumption is here. Dude, don't ask me. This consumption, I easily pegged it up here. Just a couple of machines I had to unclock. These guys right here. So you see it's at 30. I had them double clocked. They were doing 90 each. 90 each. This thing's a little bit less than I... Production. Capacity. Max continuous. So you can run at 806. So if you look, I'm just looking at the fuel right now. It's doing okay. So this guy here is making plastic, right? I think before we get carried away here, did I just make 2 of them right there? No. Alright, it's gonna pull this plastic out. You know, I'm gonna grab it out like that because I don't want this thing to stop. And the only thing that's going to stop it, what stopped it before was the fluid buffer would get full before I finish, you know, I topped off these guys. Now the fluid is being pulled out of this refinery, sent to the other refinery, coming out of the other refinery and burning in there. Now if we can actually get ahead, right? So this started up higher and we have a net minus, it looks like. Most of the time it's minus. So it's going to slowly deplete. We have a net minus on here. That's not a good sign. And then this guy is bringing in that oil and making fuel. So we're going to need more refineries for sure. And this guy, oh yeah. It's not going to keep up. What's going to happen is it's going to stop over there. It's going to blow a fuse. All right, well, that's the... I had really high hopes for that. Oh, how much... Does it say how much these things power? Coal generator. 75 megawatts. So it's double. It is double. Always generates at the set clock speed. Shuts down if fuel requirements not met. All right, so it is double. I didn't want to build any more coal generators, really. I mean, I've got, what, 9 of them already. And they look cool. And these, by themselves, do double. So what I'm going to have to do is get this configured here. I'm going to have to get this configured and have at least another one here. I probably end up having 1, 2, maybe 4 here. And I'll need more than just these two refineries to feed. I don't know how many they can do. But if we have enough go-go juice, 885, I can go ahead and boost this up. If I have no overclockers. All right. Looking good, like I know you should. I've been waiting forever to get one of those online. I guess I should have looked at this, though, right? I could have just looked here to see what to expect. So it's double. Yeah, you have this power storage thing, but whatever. You know, that's doing nothing. That's like a buffer. Anyway, coal generator at 75, fuel generator at 150. I'm gonna need probably to set up 4. At least 4. I'm gonna go clock these refineries and see what that does to our thingy. Do I really only have 4 clockers left? Interesting. I made the gas mask. I made the jetpack, and then in Caterium tree. Oh! I just made this Blade Runners. I don't know what those do. So in the Caterium tree, it started with 1 ore. Then I needed 50 ore. Then I needed to do 50 ingots to unlock the wire. Then I needed to do 100 wire. I got inflated pocket dimension. Here's a zipline gun, I guess. And I just did this one, Blade Runners. I did this AI limiter. There's the Power Pole Mark II, and down here's Power Pole Mark III. I did high-speed connector. Now we've got smart splitter, a supercomputer, a power switch, and then stuff down here. I was thinking those legs made you run faster. What I really need is more places on the body. They should be in here, right? Yeah, here they are. Does it say what they do? Exoskeleton for your lower legs that assist movement, allow you to sprint faster, jump higher, also dampens the impact of landing. Oh, we'll try them. Let's make a set. Okay. And I'm sure they will... Yep, they switch out my jetpack. Alright, let's try these guys. Okay. Seems good. Alright, here's how... This is full sprint and jump. Full sprint and jump. Yeah, it's much faster. And you can jump a lot higher. Alright, so I should have the stuff to make Miner Mark II. Nope, I used my modular frame somewhere. Miner Mark II is what we need, and we're gonna go land that on the Caterium thing. Dun 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 dun. All right, grab these frames. So that's enough for that. I got really used to using the jetpack, you know. Oh, now I'm gonna have to learn how far I can jump. Oh, jeez. Oh! Okay. I'll show you. It's not that far away. This is still Mark 1 belt here. Everything in the factory, all that new stuff I showed you at the beginning of the video, it was all Mark III belts inside. They move nice. And then since then I've unlocked 4. So here it is, pure Caterium. What I'm thinking, at first I was going to go down there, but let's see if I can do this without the jetpack. Oh yeah. So I went across here. I jetpacked across there. If I go that way, because I need to get to the back of the factory, I think I'm just going to go this way. I think I'm going to go this way. So I need a Mark II miner, because I'm planning on just doing this once. Okay. And I switched my power pole on my hotbar to the Mark II version. See how much power this pulls. Oh, it's not bad. For some reason the thing made it seem like it was going to be a lot more than that. Okay. I think it's fine. I probably could have done this before, waiting for that, making that other gas generator. What is all? Why is it all purple over there? Must be going nighttime. All right, I am gonna run. Did that get to 100 already? Yep. I'm gonna run. Oh, that's what I didn't bring. I was thinking of running Mark IV belt. This is Mark III belt here. This is Mark IV belt. I can upgrade it later if I want, I guess. All right. I haven't converted this. Wait, did I convert this already? No, I didn't, because I wasn't sure what I was going to go to. I'm not going to be using 1 anymore, obviously, for obvious reasons, but this stuff is pretty expensive. And the way the things are making right now, these are really slow to make. Moves pretty good. I mean, look, it's not that far of a run, so if I have to upgrade it later, I will. But Mark III is, I think, a good start. I think what I'll do is I'll do this. I'll put this on number 3 right now. So number 3 is, yeah, all right. Now, can I think I need my jetpack. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna run out of this stuff, but we'll get as close as we can. Should be another flat. Yeah, I need to get down to that flat down there. Oh, right there. There was one gap here that I was concerned about. I think it's that one. That's a long way. So I think I'll just put one of these guys down here. Raise it up to there. I'm almost out of this stuff. Make sure that I'm going the right way. That's where I need to get to, right into there. Actually, I think I wanted to go from here down. I think I need to go down here now. Oh, shoot. Oh, that's the flat thing I was thinking of right there. I need to get onto here somehow. This is the gap I was worried about. I don't think I'm going to be able to bridge this gap. What do I have? 18 of those left. I got to go get some. Maybe I can go right here. Should be able to get that. That doesn't look like it's too far. All right. Good thing about the jetpack inside is you can just go around all your junk. See, I've been making this stuff for a while, and it just is slow. I feel like it makes these things faster for some reason. I don't know. They must have been ahead of the game. I was making them before I made new foundries to make the basics again. So I make the basics twice. Right to there. All right. Fill her up, Buttercup. That's moving pretty good. Level 3. I do have level 3 on that iron there coming in because I split it, and I think it's a pure node, so it's doing pretty good. It's only a Mark 1 miner though, but I did clock it. So this is going to be filling this guy right now. And then we come out of here to here, and if you look right there, this is where I temporarily set up this guy, but I think we're gonna have enough to set up a duel, 2 of them, and then we'll come out of this one and make our way into another storage unit in here. Probably put it here. Now I'm gonna start crossing these lines up, which isn't good. But this is what I really wanted. I wanted it all to look like this. Look how good that looks coming through the holes in the floor. I wanted it all to look like that, but I mean, I got stuff. This part's kind of ugly, but that going around the edge is pretty cool. These aren't bad. I actually placed these purposely so they could go right in. This one isn't terrible here, but I did make it to where I had some room. I think I'll end up making Caterium wire right here. Because I think some of the higher level things, some of those things I was showing you, like the AI limiters and the supercomputer, I think they all need that wire. That line's up there. I'm gonna have to pull this clipping. I've had to move poles so many darn times, man. So we got to get from here into that one, or the top one. Could go in the top one. Could come up. Try and shoot straight across to it. It's gonna go 90 degrees this way, and let's see. What the hard part about this is you can't see just how high you're lifting it. You know, it's like I guess if I was up on top of this thing, I could see. That one or that one? That one. Probably that one, right? Look at all those cables. I'm gonna have to do some cable management at some point. I wish I could put one of these guys, you know, one of these guys down on top of here. It won't let me. Won't let me do this. Did something wrong. That thing was in the way. All these. I'm just gonna try and jam it in there. Oh yeah, it's going right through the machines. If I go up one higher with that, it might work. That's really ugly though. Not a huge fan of that. Dun, 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 dun. Is that on there? Let's see if that works. See, some of this stuff is going to be out of sight, out of mind. You guys will never see it, and I won't see it. It still clips, but doesn't mean it's not going to work. Can't put any of this in there. Oh yeah, I can. See if it's working. Oh yeah, it's working. It's working. I mean, it's not terrible. It's the problem with getting organized like this. It's almost like I needed a whole level of just organization without all this. And I wanted all the belts to come in the back through these doors like this, you know? It looks really cool with the doors. But you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, only 5 on the first level. 6, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus the one from over there, 6 on this level. Crazy. All right, what do you guys think? I don't know. I don't know what to think myself. I'm gonna go. I'm just letting that Caterium build in that buffer out there for now. I'll go and route it over. Just let it start making some wire at least. Just gonna double check to see where we're at on power. We're fine right now. So I need to clock both those refineries. And the way it is right now, I don't think I need to clock. I might not need to clock the Mark II miner out there anyway. I thought I might need to, but it's going pretty fast. All right, let's go clock these thingies. The last thing I want is for that thing to stop working. Plus, I need to see if I can get enough flow rate to run a couple of them. All right, so this guy, we'll do one right now on that one. And then this guy, do one on it right now. See where we're at on the fluid buffer. Ah! Even without it being clocked, it looks like it's catching up. Remember, last time we looked, it was down here while it was running, so... So the fill rate... Yeah, I think we're on the plus side of that. We're still making plastic, which is good, because I'm going to need a lot of plastic. This is still... good here, which means I probably can make another one and tee off this pipe here. But we'll have to wait for another episode, you guys. Sorry, I do all this work. I want to show you guys, and I know it takes up some time, and you probably all know this, but I want to show you all the stuff I made. It's looking really good. I got a sub platform underneath, and this thing is set up perfectly. I had all these ramps before I had my jetpack. So here's my subframe underneath. It's loud over here, man. And then it goes through the holes in the floor that I made. Comes down. This is the oil feeding both. Now I'm gonna add more refineries. I need to, right? Because I probably need to make a bunch of rubber at the same time making plastic. So what I'll do is I'll just run this line down to the next refinery, and this one for sure easily feeds 2 refineries. Right now it's only feeding 1, and then this side. So what I'm thinking is this side here on the platform will be probably 1, 2, and then extended out 3, 4 of those generators, and then at least probably 1 or 2 more refineries down that way. I'll have to see. I have to see what I need, and like the factory is kind of ready to be making those big assemblers up top, but I'm dreading what the conveyor belts are going to end up looking like. get an idea is like this right here. Like, look at these belts. They're not terrible. Like, I started with the closest one, then I did this one, then this one, then this one, then this one. And then I fed those two into here and finished off with that one. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, you guys, extended episode. Hit the like button. Join me next episode.